Hundreds of people have marched to Parliament in solidarity with Palestinians. It's the annual Quids Day March in Cape Town. The global event is held in different cities around the world on the last day of Ramadan. Newzroom Afrika's Yazeed Kamaldien is in Cape Town and joins us now. Over to you, Yazeed.
Hey, good afternoon. I am standing outside of Parliament, and behind me you can see the protesters of the Quds Day March have burnt or are burning the Israeli flag. And this, of course, is the symbol of their anger against what is happening in Gaza at the moment. Whoa, the smoke's coming up in I'm inhaling some of the smoke. And they are chanting death to Israel. I'm now also going to be speaking to some politicians in Parliament. I have got with me the president of the Pan-African Congress, and he, of course, is in Parliament. Good afternoon and welcome to Newzroom Afrika.
Good afternoon and good afternoon to your viewers.
So the big question here is around sanctions against Israel. You are a parliamentarian. Are you going to be calling for sanctions against Israel? Are you going to encourage Parliament to be doing so?
Definitely, they are long overdue. They have defied the ICJ judgment. What next must happen? They must be sanctioned. That's the only way.
What is the position of the Pan-African Congress when it comes to the issue of Palestine and Israel?
We've been supporting people of Palestine since time immemorial. We've been part of these marches all the time. We've been part of everything, and we've been calling for Israel to stop genocide. In fact, we've been calling for Palestine to be a state, not two-state solution. We've been saying the map only has Palestine in the map. There's nothing called Israel in the map. They should be scrapped out of the map because anyway, they are just killing the people.
Thank you so much. That was the president of the Pan-African Congress. I'm now going to be joined by the president of Al-Jamaa political party. There are, of course, a number of political parties that showed up here for the Quds Day March to Parliament. Hanif Hendricks, you are the president of the Al-Jamaa party. What is your position on the Palestine and Israel?
Look, when I came to Parliament in 2021, for 2 years, Palestine wasn't mentioned in Parliament, so we lobbied. And in Parliament, I called that weapons be sent to Hamas and the resistance movement, because I was in Libya in 1974, and after that, weapons came from Libya through the efforts of the Palestinians to South Africa, which helped our operation. So we want an end to the occupation. We want we want Israel to leave Palestine, and Palestine should be a unitary state.
So, Mr. Hendricks, I would like to come back to today, the Quds Day March. One of the calls that the activists have made here is for sanctions against Israel. You are in Parliament. They want the South African government to call for sanctions against Israel. What do you make of that, and what do you say to that?
Look, myself and the PAC have regularly called for sanctions. We've called for the closure of the embassy. The ANC has asked me to put a motion to Parliament also to close down the embassy because it wasn't opportune for them to do so. I was on an international tour 2 weeks ago, and also on Zoom. I saw that every country is preparing and advocating for sanctions against Israel. And also in South Africa, that needs to be hotted up so that you heard the calls today. So that just like sanctions...
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So now we are going to just have a look at what is happening here behind us. We do see, though, that the flag is being cleared up, or rather the fire that was going is being cleared up. There's still a few people around. So coming to you live here from Parliament in Cape Town, the Quds Day March, annually happening around the world, has come to an end. People are still about, but for now the formal proceedings have ended. Political parties and various organizations have been here as well. One of the big calls that came out of today from the activists was that the South African government should actually have sanctions against Israel. I'll hand it back to you in the studio.